Greetings everyone! In this video I'm going to talk about how your frequency determines your experience going through the harvest season.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
So I've shared with you the activities that will be happening in the red zone, but now I need to tell you that your frequency, you would have to be in the red zone to experience those things, okay? If you have removed the animal, meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with heart from your foods consumed, and you have raised yourself to level 5 out of the red zone into the blue zone, and you've unlocked your script, made your connection with your source self and unlocked your script, then you're going to have a totally different experience through the harvest season. Now, what happens to the people that are around you that are still eating meat, that are basically in your soul group, in your family, close people to you in your script, okay? Well, this could be quite interesting to you, and I'm not sure, but it is what it is. What will happen is your frequency will determine what you experience going through the harvest season. Now, you are linked. Okay, so you're at the highest frequency level, and you have chosen through your life path to still include other soul group source players that are in your life, whether it's your spouse or your family. You have not completely removed them from your script, and they are still in your script and in your vision and your daily life experience. What happens during the harvest season to those people who are on a lower frequency and yet they're connected to you? Well, you are higher frequency wise than they are, but through that connection of the soul group, they still exist in your reality experience. When it is time for them to be disconnected from you or harvested, or when they cease to have a normal existence, okay, because of the harvest season, they will be unplugged from your conscious awareness program, okay? When that unplugging happens, they are no longer in your experience, and they are erased from your memory. Anything that connected to them in your life experience is removed. You won't remember them ever being part of your experience. They will simply be gone. When they are unplugged from your reality experience, they go to their own reality experience for the frequency level that they are really on and at. And depending on, this only applies to the source players, what happens to them is they get what they have bargained for. Their choices that they make and they have made will determine their harvest experience. If they're in a frequency level 5, then they're not going to be harvested, and they're not going to see any of this stuff, the zombies or any of the harvesting going on in the lower frequency. However, if you are a source player and you remain in the lower frequency 1 through 4, well, actually it's only 3 and 4 because 1 and 2 has been closed off to source players since the win of the game. But if you were in the third and fourth dimensional planes, frequency dimensional planes and the harvest starts, then you will witness and have those experiences in your illusionary dream state based upon your choices and based upon your choices. And in some cases, your soulmates' choices. If they're making better choices than you, then you're going to benefit from their choices. But if they're making bad choices like you are, then and remaining in the lower frequency zone, then you're going to experience being hunted, because that entire body is will be harvested whenever the both are harvested. So you will be hunted, because that's part of the fear energies and everything that they're wanting to have experienced in that body connection. If you're on a frequency level 5 or higher, you really don't need to concern yourself about this. You'll go through this experience and arrive at the other side without experiencing much anxiety or seeing really much of anything at all, because that is not happening on your frequency dimension, and you don't want to go where that is happening. You do not want to harmonize yourself on the lower frequencies after you have escaped and you've raised yourself up and you've made your connection to your source self. You don't want to go back down to the red zone. This whole illusionary dream state is a thought stream in your mind of your source fractal in the physical realm. You are asleep and dreaming this. This is a very lucid dream with color, sight, sound, words, language, most of which does not exist in the physical realm. But that's the only thing that we know. So we have a hard time connecting with that thought of this being a dream. Yet, how many of you have woken up from a nightmare or a dream state and it seems so real to you? Well, you're still in one, and this is it. Now, as far as your mind being white, that means if you as a source player have a child who is also a source player and you are on a frequency level 5 or higher, those source player children, if your spouse is also a source player and they're not on a level 5, they're still in the 3-4 range, what will happen is that spouse will simply be unplugged from your memory, your game circuit, your game experience, and all memory of that person being part of your life will also dissolve and be gone, as well as anything, all pictures, all anything that would show that they were ever part of your experience. Those will all be gone also. So children won't be distressed that one of their parents disappeared, because they won't even remember that they had them to start with. That's how the game works. And actually it's very beneficial, because if that person is written out and things are changed, then there isn't any distress there. There's no loss. There is nothing. You see, because that person cost themselves their own loss. And there is no loss to you. That's their choice. So regardless of what people, source players around you, choose to do in their game, it really will not affect you in the long run. Even their loss. Losing them from your experience. It will not affect you. Is it possible to still remember those people? Well, you may encounter a glitch in the system, and since this has already happened before and you don't remember it, it is possible that there will be some thought or remembrance of something like a deja vu that will come across your mind, except for it won't be a deja vu because it's not happening at the same time, but it'll be a thought, something happened, and you can't quite put your finger on what it was that happened, but it seems real enough to you. But you have to be careful because you can create things in your mind also. All there ever is now. This experience that you're experiencing is a dream state of being. It is a dream state of being. This is your now day. The other pages in the book, they're there, but that's not the page you're on. The current page is the only one that matters. Your current page, your current day is the only one that matters. The past is a thought stream. It's other pages in a book, in a storyline that you have read, and you've just simply remembered the script. And when the harvest comes, since this is all a remembrance that you are experiencing right now of people, if they're not in front of you, it's a memory, then that script just got rewrote, and those people are not in it. If you are on a higher frequency, those people are just like erased. They vanish. They vanish in the script. They vanish in your memory. They vanish in evidence of them ever having existed in your dream state matrix experience. Very simple, hard to grasp, but very, very simple. You see, your past is not what you think it is. It is a thought stream. It is only ever now. The future doesn't exist. It's only ever now. And to say that all of these nows are happening right now would be too simple of a way, and very, very difficult for our minds to wrap around what we are experiencing. But I think the best way of looking at it is there's a book, it's a script. It's been handed to all the players. You read the script in your now moment, and you remember what you read. However, it's never happened. It's just a thought stream. It's a script. It's a storyline being fed into your mind, into your source self mind. And it's your choices that affect your synergy self. Your synergy self. Choices that you make are registered in the synergy cell as deposits or withdrawals for your experience in this illusionary dream state. Your synergy cell is what determines what frequency level you can possibly be on, because you have to have a full synergy cell or nearly full synergy cell to be able to get outside the box. Your ability to experience your best life yet is based upon your synergy cell level and your frequency level, and your ability to use your intent to create your best life yet through visualization and attitude. Okay, attitude. If you can go through your now day in joy, contentment, neutrality, these are all not emotions, but they are choices, regardless of your circumstances. If you can remain in those states of being, then you retrieve all of the non-retrievable energies. I mean, it goes into the happy side, the happy bin, and those automatically go into your synergy cell reserve at the end of the day. You don't have to retrieve them. They're automatic deposits. Okay? This whole thing with the synergy cell, you can experience your best life yet and have a full cell and create and manifest things in your experience that you never thought possible. Wonderful things. It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. You see, because all of this is an illusion and it's a choice. You have a choice. You choose right now what kind of a mindset you want to have in this game. If you want to have a defeatist mindset, then you are in, and you want to enjoy the lower frequency realm, then that's the experience that you will experience throughout your whole experience here. It's not going to change. You have to change. You have to change your mind in order to be able to change your game experience. So again, it is your frequency level that will determine how you experience or don't experience the harvest season. And as difficult as it may seem to believe that people could just be unplugged from your experience and you not remember them, that is possible and will happen, even if you don't want it to. You see, if you're holding too tightly to anything, illusionary thing, person, place, thing, anything, if you are too attached to anything in this game, it lowers your frequency. And it affects your experience. You need to realize that it's a program. It's all an illusion. Yes, there are source players in the game, and they're the only real things in this game, having their own experience. And they're making choices for their own selves, their own game. That's their choices. Sometimes it seems like their choices affect you, but that's your choice to allow their choices to affect you. Raise your frequency. Enjoy your best life yet. You can do this. It's a wonderful, magnificent game that we created and are experiencing. It is a state of mind, a state of being. Choose wisely in your now day and stay in your now day. If you have found the information that I've shared in these videos to be beneficial to you, then it benefits you to become a supporter of this work as you unlock higher frequency unlocks that you can unlock no other way. It is a frequency issue. Frequency work in you. What do you cling to? Where are your thoughts? Are they in abundance or lack? Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.